Hamish de Bretton-Gordon. He's a chemical weapons advisor to NGOs working in Iraq and Syria. And Hamish joins us from London. Hamish, thank you very much for your time. A few weeks ago, there was a bombing campaign, and it looked as if the regime and its ally, Russia, were softening up Idlib for an all-out assault. Is there any reason to doubt the effectiveness of this deal, which seems at the moment, since that bombing campaign, to have been working?
Well, I think it's the best hope that we've had for a long time. I was on the border only last week, and certainly reports coming across the border that there seemed to be relative peace in Idlib. Around the edges, there was still some bombing and attacking going on. But the conflict now has been going on for 7 years. So many thousands have been killed, so many thousands injured, and so many desperate stories that I think this is a ray of hope. And all of us who are involved in Syria, from the humanitarian prospect, are hoping that it will hold, that all parties to the conflict will honour the deal put together by Turkey and Russia, and we can move forward. There is an awful lot to do in Syria, and particularly in Idlib, which has been razed to the ground. You know, very little water, schools not operating, a lot of our hospitals are not operating. So we hope this gives the opportunity to start getting aid in there and rebuilding some of these very important pieces of infrastructure.
The opposition say that they're pulling out some of their weaponry, of course, part of the deal. But how do you make sure that terror groups, and Hayat Tahrir al-Sham they're recognised as a terror group by pretty much every country in the world, aren't they? How do you ensure that a group like that complies with the demands of Moscow and Ankara?
Well, this is going to be very difficult. They're thought to be anywhere between 5,000 and 10,000 jihadi fighters, as you say, and it does appear that they are moving some heavy weaponry out. I think it's crucial that the Turkish and Russian patrols in Idlib make sure that that happens. And if there is any digression, either from the terror groups or from Assad, then they need to be hit very hard. At the moment, you know, we're all quite hopeful. Things seem to be going in the right direction, and I think that is to be welcomed.
And just a few days ago, Bashar al-Assad said this is a temporary measure as far as he's concerned. He said eventually the regime will retake Idlib, and slowly but surely he's been retaking other parts of the country. Why would he stop now?
Well, you're absolutely right. This is the one area of Syria that still is under rebel control, and it would be incongruous if Assad didn't try and take it. He's been very successful with some pretty horrendous methods over the rest of Syria to take it. But one hopes that with the president of Turkey backing this, and also with Mr. Putin, who's very much on the back foot at the moment for other things that are happening around the world, that they will ensure that Assad stays where he is and allows this to peacefully go forward. Because otherwise, you know, there are 3 million innocent civilians stuck in a very small area, and a bombing campaign would be absolutely disastrous. And of course, you know, the last thing we want to see is another 3 million refugees coming into Turkey and trying to get into Europe. This is the last area that needs to be settled in Syria, and let's hope it happens. And then it's going to be up to, you know, international community to rebuild Syria, which is in desperate need of humanitarian effort and basic infrastructure being rebuilt as soon as possible.
Hamish de Bretton-Gordon, we appreciate your time. Thanks very much.